So welcome back to where I left the previous video. So this is the chart between velocity and time. Now in this video we will be seeing how to name any chart or any graph on Excel. We will simply click chart title. This our chart title is actually between a graph or a relation between velocity and acceleration. Velocity and acceleration. Sorry, velocity and time. So this is the velocity and between graph between velocity and time. So we have named that title. So this is the chart title. Now I will be giving x-axis and y-axis representation or the labels on x-axis on y-axis. So I will go to this plus sign. Here it represents some chart elements. Axis titles, chart title. We have already named chart title. We will be giving axis titles. Now we will click clicking on primary horizontal and then vertical. We will giving both. We will apply check on horizontal and vertical axis titles. After clicking there is comes here comes axis title on y-axis, here comes axis title on x-axis. So I will click on axis title. On x-axis we have time. We will be giving its name on x-axis. Now the title on x-axis is given, but we will make it brighter or bolder to represent it very clearly when we print out it. Now we will be giving axis title on y-axis. Now here we have velocity on y-axis, so we will give it units also. Whatever the title may be on y-axis, we will be giving it on y-axis. We will bold out here to represent it much brighter. Now we have seen how to name chart title, its labels on x-axis, on y-axis. Now next one is the legend. Legend represents the data in a graph. We will be providing on right. We will provide legends on right, top, left, or bottom on any other of the graph, but we will provide on right side. This is a legend. So this legend represents a series between time and velocity. If we add another column here like time, any other velocity relation having different velocities, different time, so it will, but we want to plot these second time and velocity data on the same graph, then we will differentiate it by writing series like series number 1, your relation between velocity and time 1, and other series by representing or naming it as velocity and time duration 2. So we can represent it on a single graph. So this is the function of series. We can rename series or we can add series option also. So data labels, this if we want to show the numbers on our graph or the pair of ordered pair value, we can add the check of data labels. Similarly, trend lines, this will be seen in our next video. So in this video we have seen how to name any graph between velocity and time, velocity uh, on y-axis, and we have named it as on time on x-axis. So this is the way of making a graph on Excel sheet or a worksheet. So now if we want to change our existing data or existing graph, we can change it by selecting our data. We will simply go to insert option. Now I am changing this linear graph to another graph like histogram. Here if I select the histogram option, I will make the histograms of this data. But now on the time, for time being, we will see another graphs in the scattered position like this one, this representation, this way of representing a scattered graph, linear graph. Moreover, the bubbles option. This chart is used to compare at least three sets of values or a pairs of data which shows relation between sets of values. Use it when you have a third value that can be used to determine the relative size of the bubble. So this is a brief description which we can read on this data. Okay, now we will see another method of writing a graph. First we will delete making a graph. First we will delete this graph. Then now I will go to this option, whichever graph we want to make. For example, I want to make this graph. I have selected this graph, but now this demands data. This represents chart area, but the data is not selected. I simply click this option, and I will go to select data. This is the another method of drawing graph in an Excel sheet. I will select, okay, chart data range. I will give the values on x-axis and on y-axis. This is the first I will give legend entries. I will give the series name. What is the series name of x-axis and y-axis? We can give it later, but here we will add x values. So on x-axis we have this. Simply go to time, drag it down, and we will select the x values and click it OK. We will name any. We will later on name by the method we have seen in our earlier portion of this video. We will give it OK. So this series 1 is already added. Now we will add another series for y-axis. Okay, we will drag velocity values, then we will click back to OK, and there are two series added, both of x and y axis. We can now we will click OK. You can see that I have clicked on OK. The chart is or a graph is shown to us. But insert option, or we can add here the velocity. So this is the graph between time and velocity by another method. Okay, we can give the chart title as we said earlier, and we can give the labels on x-axis and y-axis as well. So this is all from this video. We have seen in this video we have seen the methods of uh, drawing another second method of drawing graph between any two values, and we have seen how to name chart label, chart title, label on x-axis, label on y-axis, axis. This is called axis titles, and this will be given to both axis and y-axis. We have seen how to see the legends series of x-axis and y-axis. So that's all from this video.